since it's a little after 9. First of all, I want to say I'm Jay Rowan, and I've been a recruiter for 20 years in this area, and I have been recruiting and placing computer, IT, some administrative and sales positions as well in this area for 20 years, and I've developed what's in front of you, which in my opinion is a good starting point for how to stay employed, but it also applies to how to get a job. So there are tips and techniques, but the one thing I'll say overridingly is that this is guerrilla warfare. And what I mean by that is that you can't be complacent about getting a job. When I graduated, there were a lot of jobs out there. There are certainly companies that have people that they're hiring. I know some of you are getting internships, but the key here is, what is the method for getting a job? And it's not just about applying online. It is about broadening your scope. And by broadening, I mean everybody's heard about Kevin Bacon, 6 degrees of separation. He's got nothing on us. It's who you know. It's who you know. It's who you know. Period. And what a lot of people don't realize is that they know a lot of people. And it's your job, if you're serious about finding work, and I don't care if it's in the IT field or anywhere. Who do you know? Who do your parents know? Who do your friends know? You may have wondered why I was asking, are you a member of any religious affiliated group? Everybody answered no, or most of them did. Some didn't answer. It's not because I care about that. It's not a cult thing I'm trying to talk about here. But if you're, as an example, Catholic, we have this thing called a buzz book, and it lists everybody in the parish. If you don't try to take the time to learn who those people are and where they work, you're missing the boat. Now, you can take this and do with it as you wish. But guerrilla warfare, that's guerrilla warfare. That's what I'm talking about. That's an example of what I'm talking about. You live in, say, a neighborhood with homes all over. Who lives in those homes and where do they work? It's about building your brand. And everybody on this survey said, no, I don't know what my brand is. Okay? I'm not going to pick on anybody individually, but your brand includes VMware. Your brand is what makes you unique. I have a brand, Nate has a brand. Everybody has a brand, and everybody has some unique quality. Or even if it's not unique, it is the quality that employers are looking for. You have to discover that. How do you discover it? Anybody got any ideas? Who knows you the best? Mom, dad, brother, sister, current boss. Some of you are employed, most of you are employed. Have them tell you what they think your brand is. One of the things I discovered when I first started selling, 25 years ago, is I thought I knew what my brand was. I was clueless. I didn't have a clue. I started to develop it over time, and that brand also plays into keeping the job. I use the term job loosely. It's not a job, it's a career. Okay? You will develop this over time, and you need to continually let people know about your brand. Okay? That, in my opinion, is probably, along with the guerrilla warfare, other issues that I'll go over, other opportunities, is the number one thing. And that relates to never being complacent. Ever. In your job search, and again, I don't care if it's IT or flipping hamburgers, okay? You should never be complacent. If you want to advance your skills, if you want to advance within an organization, don't be complacent. If you want to do this for the rest of your life, still don't be complacent. Perfect example, not to again mention too many names, Mike's dad. In the service, 20 years, still works at Scott Air Force Base as a contractor. The government is getting ready to slash the budget. 5 people have already lost jobs in his world, in his dad's world. Do you think they know where they need other people like them? Maybe, maybe not. A lot of people become, 99% of people become complacent. You mustn't be complacent. Education, continuing education, increases your brand. Volunteering increases your brand. Okay? Tutoring increases your brand. Everything you do in life is a potential to add to your brand. Don't include illegal activities. That's not a good brand thing. You don't have to include, I'm eating at this restaurant. And I say it that way only because we'll get to the social media thing. And you know, you guys are required to laugh at my joke. Okay. So